My name is Eva McGinnis, and I'd like to share 3 poems with you today. The first one is called Spring, Then and Now. That was first published in the Words of the Olympic Peninsula Authors, Volume 2. Spring, Then and Now. I have read that trees send messages to each other on the wind. In my neighborhood, this late March week, they must have all agreed. Ready, set, send out shoots now. How does this happen? Rough branches on my apple tree spill out clusters of angel pink blossoms, burst into leaves, tender in new greenness. As a child, I broke up sticks, looking for the flowers inside, certain I had only to find the right ones. What about the pussy willows? Where did all that fur come from? Had the ground been collecting lint from the air all winter to sprout such little tufts? As a child, I stroked my cheeks with them, dreaming that these were the true magic wands. Can you fathom those lilacs? They must have simmered perfume in some background pockets of my backyard, at the ready to spray it now so generously into the breeze. As a child, I smelled the ground beneath the giant lilac bush, searching for the secret juices. Today, I look at the turquoise backdrop of sky. From under the bouquets of redbud tree blossoms, the wind, a lover, embraces us. A petal falls past my shoulder, a whispered benediction of miracles I will never understand. Thank you. The next one is also from this book. It's from a walk that I took in the wetlands, in the observation there. It's called Lone Duck in Wetlands. Last week, fussy and clucking, she was surrounded by 8 fuzzy chicks. They barely kept up with her as they jostled each other noisily, while she steered them away from my shadow, which stretched to the water's emerald edge. I marveled at her marshaling skills. Today, she is alone on the broad tree stump in the middle of the boggy pond, perched, one-legged, head tucked into her feathers like a yoga master balancing her low slung body in perfect pose. I zoom my camera lens to search for her little chicks. I wait and scan again and again, but none appear. I check for the nonchalant heron who often stands in the reeds on the other side of the water. Did she scoop the ducklings to take them to her baby's nest? She's not there today. I also suspect ravens, whom I've witnessed harassing another mother duck and her clutch of chicks at low tide of the bay 2 days ago. I had intervened then, momentarily shooing the ravens away from the chicks. I like to pretend that instead of an early demise, these ducklings were the fast-growing breed that flew from home too quickly, perhaps leaving her standing on her one mother leg to catch up on her sleep. In her stillness, is there grief or resignation? Do her bird dreams protect her? Her instincts absolve and reassure her? Perhaps My sadness for her children is my own sleepless worry over my lone chick, flown so young to a distant pond. A cool breeze envelops me like my mother's whisper. I feel her presence and sigh with understanding. This is how my mother felt at my flight, too. I am not alone, and in that there is peace. I nod my thanks to the lone duck as she lifts her head and stretches her wings, the sun at our backs. Now for something fun that we all do in the summertime. This is called There Will Always Be Weeds. There will always be weeds to be pulled, resistant, spiny, overabundant, demanding my bent back as they choke out delicate strawberries. I have waited too long this spring to assert my authority. Now I strain and yank with gloved hands and trowel. They mock me, letting me have their heads, but not their roots, though I pit my strength against their stubbornness. Blackberry vines defy my efforts with their underground passages. I covet the bulldozer my neighbor used on them in her desperation. The succulent leaves of the dandelions harbor a family of slugs. I squeamishly toss them into the weed bag. The puffs are pleased to be set free, some clinging to my hair. Sometimes I wonder if I don't plant more weeds than I pull. When my slightest touch releases their seeds into the soil I have just cleared. I suppose there will always be weeds. Thank you.